offense. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Right, 47. Right, 47. Check, 47. Watch the back.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he finds Cook. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Cook able to escape. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the foot.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. 6-0 our score after 1. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede. If they want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the
rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Harris now to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. We got it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. Tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people down there.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Ready?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready? You ready? 65, 65. 65. Kill. Tonight.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus Our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, Heavy.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Saints 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. This time Jackson will throw it. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Anzalone able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
3rd down and goal.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
What we got?
Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Breeze going to throw. Eluding the pressure. Now Breeze lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's got it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Brown, the lone receiver left. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson, rolling to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, if you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let him know.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw again, eluding the pressure right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A touchdown is paramount here on 1st and goal, but got to be careful. Don't want to leave too much time on the clock for Drew Brees. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Boyle there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Matt Judon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jihad Ward in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. They'll roll him out right, and that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
47 is the mic. Watch the pass.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we say so long from New Orleans.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up because they lacking.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now. This is Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back up there.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 20.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Get ready, out, go.
On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Watson escaping the pressure right, and this will be incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. To throw is Watson, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable for Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now it's Wilson on the move to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these...
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson, eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Steps away. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22. Off the bootleg. Watson flushed out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Play action from Miller. Now Watson dancing to his left. That's complete once again to Hopkins. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long. It's Watson rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to run, but the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Watson on the move to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got it at the 15. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 53 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touch. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watson. Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here, you want analysis? Ridiculous.
Here's Jones. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive. Where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay, you know.
And look at this, another fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Go. Go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Go 14.
They run again with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back now in Houston. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
29-yard line.
Break. Where's that? 18. Pick me up. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
14.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.